Morphling Shaker on hand, and that is a very scary prospect no matter what. Morphling into Terrorblade as well. I would say Neon has much more safety nets, I think is the best way to put it. They have a lot of safety nets on Neon, and if this tempo doesn't kick in, this draft can fall flat very fast if you're not careful.
Yeah, so we can get into it though. Game number 1 here between these two teams is now officially underway, so we can head over to that and see exactly how it does all pan out. And you know, there's still some great play that Neon Esports can make here in game 1 to try and get that 1 game advantage going their way. And Execration, I mean, you call them gatekeepers earlier, John. I know the reason why they keep getting knocked out early in every tournament. I saw it in Japan. I bring this up every time. They stay up all night talking garbage. That's why they're not winning these games, John. I'm exposing them. I'm exposing them. You guys kept me up all night. Right outside my hotel room, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what we do. That's what we do. You know, my first experience going into Singapore, my taxi driver instantly asked me, it's like, oh, where are you from? It's like, from the Philippines. Oh, Filipinos, you know, you guys are so loud. Over at Orchard Road, it's like a bunch of birds chirping. I'm like, well, that's not the nicest thing to say, but it's not false.
No. Did he lie, though? Is the question. He was. Ken?
He was lying.
Flame Break's gonna land on Ken, but he's by the tier 1 tower, so they're not gonna go for the dive in. It seems like it should be perhaps a 2-for-2 trade, because they've kind of left the bot bounty alone. Raging Potato will grab that. They'll go for a fight over the top, but they'll end up losing it, in fact. So it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade in favor of Neon Esports. Happy days for Neon. A very nice start for themselves, just a bit of a net worth boost. And why don't we start off with the top lane while we're here, shall we? You've got Shanks and, of course, Tino against Castaway. And up the shield crash, it's on cooldown anyway. They'll get their water runes. They'll be okay. Oh boy. Man. At any moment, it feels like somebody's dying in this mid lane. But they're both gonna, it seems, reset just a little bit at least.
Yeah. A little bit of a bounty rune refill as well for Ken. He's going to have even more in his bottle. The bounty rune down south was picked up by Kishka, so denying that away from Bob. This is one thing as well with these players, especially Bob, is a player that doesn't pop off, although
they are taking a lot of damage, but Palos should be the one to go down first, and does. Kishka does go down second, but now Beng's getting dived, though he does go for the lead seat, so Raging Potato is actually the one in danger. And Raging, oh, okay, that's enough to make you rage just a little bit. He ends up diving and dying on his own, but at least he got Palos, right? He didn't get any of the XP.
That's cool.
Ken was a slither of HP away from dying. I think he was like 20 HP off. This mid lane is not getting any simpler here for Ken. He is forced to salve himself up. Get very afraid for Ken once the Echo Slam's available, because Bob's just going to be able to casually walk in and commit it. Bottom. Bit of a dive. Looks like they're okay, though. Not going to dive the tier 1 tower again.
You are getting way more presence out on Dabe.
Way out of position. He's just gonna die. And Raging just runs out of there. Shanks is gonna go for a bit of a chase. Does have the Firefly, but no.
Under attack.
Won't bother popping it, just leaves him be. Could still have a look around for the Darkseer, but Raging Potato has completely juked him out. Meanwhile, mid lane, Bob has dropped very low again, and Castaway has joined in now. But they are unable to get within range to really secure the kill. Or at least they do secure the power rune, though Bob now has a full bottle thanks to Banks. They're going to race for it. Ken, does he make it? Not quite. Out of there. He's got a TP available, so he should be just fine. It's you know, wasting quite a bit of time for his team, and he'll just deny himself off. He won't waste the TP. Raging now. No mana for Surge, I don't believe. No, he does. He had the stick charges. He's okay. Kishka, though, pace is on. Palos wasting quite a bit of time for this, but does secure the kill, so it's all worth it. Fisher is going to land onto Raging. He has his surge in 7 seconds, but it's way too long to be able to get it off in time, so he has to die. And suddenly that long time that it took Palos to get those couple kills is worth it. It's so much golden XP out of that.
They forced that movement out on Neon, trying to match that aggressive.
The chances are these tier 1s are going to last quite a while for Execration. Drive going on now. Bang does get caught. down the treant, though he does get the overgrowth off, but it's not going to matter. Bit of damage, but ultimately still goes down. Meanwhile, mid lane, Ken is being chased by Bob, who does have a double damage, but cannot break the gap. So this time around, Ken can be just fine. And then it's he with the full solar crest up. More rotations coming, Bob's coming from the tree line and raging. Echoed immediately. Bob is not wasting any time, but Bob, very low HP now. Does throw the Fisher out, blocking in Ken for a moment, though Ken is still chasing him down. But look at the Fisher, look at the dance from Bob. He is not going to die. He actually makes it out of this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Neon, they will get nothing.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's not enough, Mike. It's not enough. It's not able to land it in. They would find some follow-up here.
He's just Ken after all, John. He'll get chased down. Ken in trouble. Ken going for a run. He might just make it. Meanwhile, Castaway denies himself to a neutral camp, so he's also going to just deny a bunch of gold away from Bob.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
How many people do you reckon watched the Barbie movie, John? How many of them understood that reference?
There were huge lines. There were huge lines, Mike.
Okay.
Like, I can attest to this.
Raging?
As Raging.
Yeah. He's almost...
Right now, too. They had a free lane for Tino. They clear out top and mid. They clear out bot. All tier 1's gone. While their own tier 1s on Execration are healthy with that Treant Protector. Now rotation top. True to gate.
Yeah, Shanks will somehow survive, and now Fortune Soul's the one that's being chased down. He's already got the strength ball, but he is not really that tanky. And when he's surrounded by the familiars of Tino,
that was unreal.
With an overgrowth to lock him down, he's just dead.
It just falls. These cave and voice lines as well.
Oh, they're great.
Always get me.
Great.
They're amazing. Glad to see them being utilized. Going back to that point, I remember a story from another tournament. Well, it's Palace before that.
Yeah, dude committed. Palos needs some help ASAP. Has to go back through the wall, but here comes Bob. Problem is anyone going to deny it off? Yeah, if he had Slam, that would have been a huge fight for them. Somehow, nice deny. He runs back towards the gates, and Tino is waiting to get the deny off. Raging now, in danger. Slowed up by the lead seed, is going to drop. I thought to myself for a moment, can this TV survive? The answer was indefinitely no. He was on 10 HP before that deny came out.
Yeah, this good rebound from Tino, and this Visage is a massive issue. With the drums and Solar Crest up, these familiars just lock onto you and machine gun you down. Really good move out from Execration, finding some punishment. Not the best thing in the world for Palace, but doesn't really lose too much. Something I'm grateful for. Smoke out. Neon could have themselves a nice juicy Bob pickup.
Oh, he's got the echo now, and he's just going to commit it. But he's got the damage. He's got the damage. Never mind. Now they've got Tino. So this will be the trade. Except the Visage. More fleet. But it's nowhere near really worth. Like, you can make the argument there's a high net worth hero going down for Neon East.
Or starting to collapse onto mid once more here.
Oh, no power rune. Gonna be down at bottom, so Bang finds himself a haste if he wants to take it. We'll stand guard for now, giving Bob the opportunity, but the chase is on. There's a haste. He gets through the now. Right into it, but a nice overgrowth. He's gonna buy a bit of time for Bob. Bob, the first crown. Is it gonna be enough? Bob still alive. Bob still running, but does knock down. My God. How much work did that take? Raging. Oh, there's more value. Oh, they get the root. He does mech up. The Centaur helps out with the stun. The neutral creep's giving Raging Potato a second chance at life, but a Bang is still chasing them down. Wanting more. Surely gets punished. But Tino will join the fray. Force out the wall usage from Raging. Maybe they can look at Palos. His metamorphosis is almost over. But it seems like Palos, he's going to back off at the right time and just take over the Dire Triangle instead.
Get some more farm going. You've got Bob back up with the slam ready to go. This team fight could go southbound for Neon if they're not careful. I think all they have to do now is just keep using the space for Fortune Soul, keep farming up. When you do have your ultimates back up, you can tie in this big Rolling Thunder back wall plus 1 Doom. That's where your team fight can kick in. For now, just be patient. I think that's really key for Neon's draft. just a lot more patience tied into these cooldowns, whereas for Execration, it's a lot more run and gun. Heck, they're even getting room out for Shanks.
They kind of reveal their smoke by devouring the neutral creep, though perhaps Palos would have noticed this Palos. Palos stuck around. Can they deny him again? Surely not. A bang is waiting, but Palos is gonna drop. Huge pick off now for Neon. Waiting. Vacuum is up. Does have the wall as well, but the last holds him down, and it seems like no for now. Raging's buying a bit more time, but it's not enough. Shanks is gone as well. Another one to fall here for Execration. Chase is on though, with Bang at least gonna find Castaway, though Castaway will make it out as now Fortune Soul. Looking for the chase onto a Bang. He might have a third target. They'll take down the tree, and Tino's sticking around. Tino's trying to go after Kishka, but does need to leave. Enough is enough. They've given 3 for 1. Bob is still holding on to Echo. He's waiting for the 5-man. It's your classic pub Earthshaker. He's waiting for everyone to stack up.
Radiant's middle tower
He had some
is
pretty
under
rough
attack.
angles. He was trying to flank around, but Abing dies a little bit too fast for him to catch up. Good punishment coming out from Neon. If you catch Palos off like that, a lot of the DPS coming out here for Exa is taken out. Palos has to be a little bit more cautious. Is going into the Scotty. I wouldn't fault him for going for something like the Lincolns this game, just to have some safe protection, because that is pretty much the big single target spell that you want to block off. And they only have like, what, 3 single target spells? So just having that safety net for the TB should be big. We'll see if Palos does decide to go that route for the more defensive build after this Scotty's up. Execration, though, I mean, they lose out, but they don't. It still feels they're still in control. They're still 4K up. They've got Roche control on hand, and with a lot of those belts being popped, they're free to take it, no problems.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Spencer would have the opportunity of trying to contest this, but really no idea it's even happening.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Shani's gone. I imagine the should go the way of Palos, and it will. They've got the Ags up on Tino, so he's got the Silent as the Grave available now on the Visage. And pings are already coming out towards the bottom lane. It seems like they want to try and pick off somebody and maybe try to force the tier 2 tower. You know, you really just can. Like with the Metamorphosis up, with the Aegis on top, Palos
Radiant's
may
top
decide to
tower
go
is
for the
under
Skadi
attack.
first before he goes to those tier 2 towers, but he could probably afford to just get started if he really wanted to. But he is about freaking all the way.
Yeah, that's
Radiant's
fair.
top
They
tower
could
is
just wait. They could slowly focus well with the illusions, not commit too hard. They've got the.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I have an Uncle Bobby.
Do you?
Yeah, but not Bob.
Kishka? What do you think Bobby's short for? What do you think Bob's short for, John?
Just what I was waiting for.
Robert?
Well, that is true, actually. You are correct in saying that. I just remembered. He'll make the jump, though, it seems. Shanks is going to realize they are around now. He has a full staff available, does commit into the Firefly, but eventually they will get it. The thing is, that is just a support barrier.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah,
is under
they had to
attack.
pop a couple of spells back as a pretty long cooldown, so they could kind of look for the oncoming here.
This is a big target. This is a big target. They've got the Terrorblade, but Palos has actually got the BKB. It'll be okay. Well, Ken going for a bit of a chase in the backside. Gets pushed up by Bob, who locks him down, though he does get a swashbuckle away just in the nick of time.
Radiant's middle
That tier
tower
1 mid
is
tower
under
is
attack.
still standing, by the way. So after all of that, the tier 1 does not go down, and now Ben will just heal it up slowly but surely.
Yeah, and you've got to be able to commit. They dropped the Doom.
Dire's top tower
Yeah.
is under
I could have
attack.
sworn I saw that. I thought, oh, it must be new animation that I haven't seen yet.
Well, Bob's your uncle. Like,
Yeah. Well, that is true.
happen with your uncle sometimes.
His name is Alex Padilla. There we go. Turn around. They've got Kishka down. Kishka's gone. They've fought Sunder. I don't know where that went on to. I think it was an illusion. Doesn't matter though. It's still okay. Ken, they're trying to chase the Visage, and the Visage is still working with Vizela. Turn back on a Palos. The Palos is okay as well. The Fortune Soul chasing him down. The Fortune Soul, he's getting quite a lot of HP himself. But he's still running, still slowly walking his way out. Meanwhile, Bob in a bit of danger now, completely out of mana, but he's still able to just walk out of this. Somehow, Execration lose nothing for all of that.
Yes.
And now it's back onto the tier 1 tower.
Radiant's middle
Finally
tower
gonna
is
lose.
falling.
Meanwhile, in the back, they found the vintage now. Tino's alone. So Tino should be dying. There is no help coming for Tino. Oh my goodness, they found more. How have they found more?
Don't let it get
And
to you.
Ping goes down. Ace is on for Shanks now. Shanks, he's gonna try and cut the creep. Here we go. I'll check the dire triangle first by the seams of it. See nothing there. Into the mid lane though, they just saw Ken. They'd love themselves a Pangolier. Riding right into them, they're gonna see the dark come over. He does manage to get away just in the nick of time. Kishka in the meantime looking for a Doom target with the lasso. It's gonna hold down the Doom. Nobody aiming him down yet though, because Kishka had the BKB going, but now they could turn right back around. Walking a couple down and now the echo. Bob jumps right in. Kishka's gone. Two-man fish at a boot. Leon's still running. Raging Potato seems to be the big target, but he does get the back wall off in time. He cannot make it out of this. He's gone. Again, from Motorsault to try and get away from the overgrowth. But will have to roll his way out. This team fight is not going to pan out in their favor. Bob's not done either. Bob wants more, but doesn't dump back
Dire's
up.
middle tower
Back to
has
the rats.
fallen.
They're waving them goodbye.
Dire's middle barracks are under. Dire's middle barracks is fallen.
Those are the kills they need. You don't even care about the Morphling. As long as you take care of the Doom in the back wall, you've got that opening for the siege. Mid goes, bot not too long for the World Hider.
Oh no, that's not the one you want to lose. Oh, that's not the one you want to lose. My fortune so here. No flyback. Out of the dark willow, cast away. Might want a holiday right now.
That was unreal.
Down. The game's over. GG is called. They do have one left, but it is just kept.